By now you have at least gone through the form tolerances, straightness, and flatness on the GD&T site. You've also applied dimensions to parts with DimXpert. So our next step here is going to apply our form tolerances of straightness or flatness, and if you want to, you can go a little farther than that. So I have this tutorial part from chapter 2 open again, and right now, the way it's set up, this would be a very expensive part to make with all the tolerancing I currently have on it. I'm not going to make it much cheaper, what I'm going to show now, but at least we're going to start learning how to at least apply the geometric tolerances manually. So that's this button here, the geometric tolerance. You've probably already done it a little bit, but we're going to start implementing it more and more. So for this part, which is pretty simple, we could say flatness to either surface or feature of size. So if it's surface, we got to make sure that our tolerance on our dimension is greater than the tolerance on our geometric tolerance. But if it's a feature of size, it doesn't matter. So I'm gonna just do it on a feature of size, so that this block needs to have a flatness tolerance on the derived median plane. So I'm going to click on geometric tolerance, select my flatness symbol. If you hover over it, it will tell you what each of these symbols means. I will just go with 0.02 and then click on the dimension I want it to attach to. If I wanted that to be surface, I'd click on set to flatness. Oops. Yeah, out of the way. Oh, it apparently wanted... Let's try that one more time. Maybe because I have a... Yeah, because I have a feature of size dimension on there, it's automatically going to... Oh, there it is. So it's automatically going to width. If I wanted to switch it to surface, just click plane. And there, I have a flatness on a surface, which I don't want because I put it on the feature of size. Let's say straightness, feature of size, same thing. Click here, go to straightness, and let's see if this gives me an error, because you should have, since it's a hole, it should have a diameter symbol on it. Well, it did give me an error, so that's just something you're going to have to be aware of. Okay. So put maybe at least 3 form tolerances on each of these drawings. Use your best logic. And when you're done with that, our next step is we're actually going to start putting these on drawings. So you know how to do that, because just having it in the model does us no good at this if you wanted to hand this off to a guy on the shop floor. So I'm going to make a new drawing. Use my A size. And then over here we have import annotations, DimXpert annotations. I'm going to drag front plane, top plane, and right plane. I had nothing on my right plane. So you can drag your datums so they're out of your way. So that doesn't. There. Let's see here. Let's say I wanted more of these dimensions on my front view. I'm going to need to go back to the part, let's see if this does this. If I hit tilde here, that does nothing. So I need to go back to my part and say I want this one. See if I can do them all at the same time. Yep, and front. Check. So now all those dimensions are on my front plane. which I don't want all of those because that is going to a hole. Top. Now that we changed where those look, what plane those dimensions showed on, to get them to show up on the view you changed it to, you're going to go up to View, Hide Show, Annotations, and then they're going to show up gray. And then you just have to click on them. And nope, now they're there. Let's move those into a better spot. We don't even need this view. Let's see here. So the rest of it's just going to be like we do our typical dimensioning. Your dimensions will snap into place so you can evenly space them out. Drag this A out here. Don't put it. Make sure when you're moving your datums, if it's not a width datum, not to place it where it could confuse people. I'll place that there. That looks good. Alright, so yeah, they're just like we normally do any other drawing, just position your dimensions so they look nice. Sometimes you'll have, let's see if I can demonstrate this real quick. Drag this down to here. Depending on how when you first set up that dimension, maybe your extension line comes down to that corner. I do not believe you can. Oh, see it. Oh, there it is. Oh. Well, if it shows up on your drawing where extension line is, like I just said, it's worked for me where I have to go back to the model, drag that extension line where I want it, and then it will show up properly in your drawing. So for the 4 drawings you had already done, let's put those into drawings, and I'm going to assign 3 more drawings to continue practicing doing dimensions and then applying some form tolerances to those.